boys, the plan is simple. Welcome to a brand new special edition Brunch Boys Quarantine. And with me today, I have three special boys. I have Bob, Lee, and Tim. Why don't you say hello, boys?
Hello.
What's up?
Us. We're the boys.
We're
me,
the boys.
Bob, Lee, and Tim.
We're the three special boys.
We're all boys. I can confirm.
I guess.
I've
So,
been
yeah.
told.
I don't know other.
Oh, wait a minute. Discord is asking if I want to update.
You do not want
No,
to
don't
update
do
right
it. Don't
now.
do
I would.
You're
I would
gonna get disconnected.
At the moment. Yeah. I'm
You're
for
gonna
that.
get disconnected.
So, speaking of, we are on Discord call right now because we have all been quarantined for, I think it's been 16 days, 18 days
Too
now?
damn long. That's how long it's been.
It has.
Correct.
Yeah, 2.
That's correct. But anyway,
Yeah, two.
I did want to ask you boys,
Too long. That's
How,
how long.
how are you dealing with it so far?
I'm just bored.
I'm starting to lose it. I really need to see the boys again.
I miss. I've been trying to keep myself sane by going on walks, and sometimes my dad will let me just take the car out and I'll drive around the neighborhood for like half an hour. But yeah, it's getting harder and harder.
And it just got moved up. We got another month.
Yeah, April
Yup.
April 30th is when we're allowed outside again.
A whole month of not going anywhere.
I'm breaking quarantine like halfway through April. That's for sure.
I can't. You can't. That's
You can't
that's
do
against
that.
the law.
How dare
this
you?
is
You
on
actually
the radio.
Do it, Tim.
I
That's
don't
against
care.
the law.
I'm gonna see the boys.
Well, if I'm one of the boys that you're planning on seeing, you might have to change your plans, Timmy boy.
Sorry.
Me as well.
I as well.
So,
Well-
I don't know about you guys, but today yesterday I went back to online class.
Ah, yes.
And oh boy, it's already a lot. But we're gonna get through it together. I have my boys, and we're gonna get through this.
That we are, Mark.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All of my classes, all of my virtual classes are happening on Thursday. And I'm like, why Thursday?
Why
Really?
Thursday?
Why Thursday? Of all days.
I had one lecture that I had to go to yesterday, at our normal class time on Mondays, and then my other two classes are just kind of like self-paced units right now. Like my teacher gives us the work, and then we just kind of do it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be hard, because that's not what I'm normally used to.
Right.
I like having people telling me what to do. Like, hey, this is due, make sure to do it.
Yeah.
I've always been the kind of person who like doesn't have to study and I get an A on the test. And mostly that's because I just have a good kind of memory when it comes to like I hear stuff and it just stays in my head, but now I'm not in class to hear the stuff. So I gotta do it myself. I'm like, oh,
It's
I have
annoying.
to study now? Jeez. What does the world come to?
I've always
Right.
been the kind of person who can just do well in a class just because I pay attention in
Mhm.
class and do what I need to do in class. Outside of class, it's hard.
Yeah. But hopefully we'll be able to get it done. We'll be able to, or I'll be able to survive.
We'll survive. We will.
It is nice though that I actually have like deadlines and things to do now, as opposed to just playing video games nonstop.
Yeah.
Which is nice, don't get
Deadlines
me
in
wrong.
video games,
But like,
right?
I can't just.
All right. Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, for today's show, we're going to do something a little bit different. That was our little quarantine update. Actually, Bob, you haven't talked yet. How have you
talked a
been
little
dealing?
bit.
Oh, I mean, other than your walks and stuff.
Well, I've just been playing a whole lot of video games, Mark. I have a lot of games on my backlog that I haven't touched, and I'm finally getting a ton of time to get through those, and that's great. So I at least appreciate that about quarantine.
Heck yeah. So-
I'm similar, but with shows. I'm watching anime for the
What?
first time. Not for
That's
the
gross.
first time,
The
but I'm
anime?
watching it. The anime.
Dude, I heard that's pretty good.
I finished 2 anime in the course of like a couple days. So,
Which
That's
ones?
pretty
Which
good.
ones would that
They're
be?
called Ani. It's plural.
oh,
Annie.
I'm sorry.
No, Annie.
I finished 2 Annie. I finished 2 of them were on Netflix. I finished Haikyuu, and I also finished
That's a good one.
7 Deadly Sins.
Ooh,
Yes,
I've heard a lot about that.
show.
I have to watch Seven Deadly Sins.
It's very good.
I was actually pretty
Everyone has to watch Seven Deadly Sins.
I've been hearing a lot about this show called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, and apparently it's
What?
really good.
What is it? What's it
So-
good.
about?
With a name like that, you never know.
You know, like Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter, like the ghost that
Uh-huh.
lives
I
in
don't
the
like Harry
bathroom.
Potter.
So anyway,
Yes.
Hanako is a ghost who lives in a bathroom, and
That's
then he
horrible.
like haunts this girl, and then they like, you know, have a friendship.
It's
or
really
whatever.
weird, Mark.
That sounds very strange.
Apparently, it's like super good, and a lot of people are talking about it.
Mark,
Huh.
are you this ghost? Is this just you?
I think I know
No.
this
Can you
ghost.
relate?
No, maybe a little bit.
No,
Who knows?
Mark, shut up. Don't answer.
I always knew Mark was a bathroom haunted ghost.
I've never not seen Mark in a bathroom. I guess I should have put that together.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
The only time we ever see Mark, he's in a bathroom stall and he's going, ooh!
Spooky.
Yeah, just like that.
But anyway, for today's show, we have 10 questions I have chosen from r/AskReddit, and we're gonna talk about them because the best part of our show is the Reddit recap. So why not just steal more content and record it not live?
Oh, heck yeah.
So our first question for the day, boys, is we have the power to switch 2 movie characters, or TV characters, or
Video game
characters. Any
Showcase-
two
just
characters.
any 2 characters. Mythical characters.
You can switch them. And how much chaos can you cause in one switch?
Well, the first thing that came into my mind when I saw this question was the very obvious and very relevant Isabel and Doom guy pairing. You know, the classic swap that's,
Yeah.
that's kind of
That's actually a pretty
right
good
now.
one.
Gosh dang it, Bob.
Did I take yours, Mark?
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Of course.
That wasn't a movie.
It's just too basic.
Well,
Neither
I mean,
is a
okay,
movie.
I have a
you
backup.
just said
Don't
that
worry.
we could do any fictional character.
I did say that.
Basics. Basic.
But yeah, I mean, that is pretty generic. If you want, I'll try to think of another one.
Okay,
I got
it,
a
Tim.
decent one right now.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Face Off. It has Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. And the basic plot of the movie is that they switch minds in the movie and become each other's in each other's body.
I see.
So it's Nicolas Cage acting like John Travolta and John Travolta acting like Nicolas Cage, and it's really hilarious.
That sounds pretty good.
that does sound
and
pretty good.
I thought it would be really confusing and funny to see the 2 switch and then be like their normal selves for the movie. So it's like the movie makes no sense after they switch characters.
Just completely remove the entire premise of the movie. And just
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
people
what?
talking
the
whole
chaos.
time.
The chaos is I remove a movie from the earth.
It just ceases to exist.
What? Face Off? Never heard of that. What are you
Wait,
talking
what?
What? That's
Face?
not a movie.
Face
that's
Off?
a thing to do in
Age
hockey.
Yeah.
So another one that I have just thought of is if you swapped Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark. I feel like that would.
I don't know
be-
how much chaos that would.
Well, I
Hello?
mean, actually, in the comics, I'm pretty sure Tony Stark was a little more like Bruce Wayne, so
Oh, was he
it just
really?
be not as good. Yeah, he was like a
Well-
little more serious. I'm pretty sure.
If we're going off movie style,
Yeah, because I'm thinking like
Batman is-
Christian Bale Batman switches places with Robert
Oh,
Downey Jr.
I see.
Iron Man.
Batman's not
see.
necessarily corrupt. I mean, both lost their parents in the technical sense.
Yeah.
But
Batman is
thing is,
not
for
corrupt at
Iron
all.
Man, I don't know. Imagine Batman in Iron Man's place. I think Batman would flourish more because there's not too much problems to deal with, and he definitely would be developing military technology.
What are you talking about? There was an alien invasion in Avengers.
I mean,
Batman
have you
as
ever
an
Have you
Avenger-
seen
you
the
ever
Iron Man
read?
movies? He like
Batman as an
topples
Avenger would
terrorists.
be awful.
I mean, Batman probably would be a pretty solid Avenger if Hawkeye is a solid Avenger, because they're both just people
Okay.
with special abilities.
Yeah, and I mean, it's
My-
not like Batman himself is opposed to like taking down aliens. I mean, not only in the movies does he take down like Zod, who is
reason-
an alien, but
the
in the
reason-
comics he takes down a bunch of aliens.
Mhm.
The reason Batman works is because a lot of the characters' designs and flaws fit perfectly within Batman's designs and flaws. Everybody is a piece in the DC universe and fits very well together. It's like you took puzzle pieces that are very crooked and jagged in DC and you mashed them together and you finally found the pieces that fit, and that's how you get those franchises. That's how you get great comic books from them. And Marvel's like, oh, we took one square next to another square and look, they look kind of the same.
Okay.
I feel like there's no dimensionality between characters sometimes. I feel
What?
like there
In
are some
Marvel?
characters. Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of DC than Marvel, in my opinion.
Well,
But
I mean, I think
I like the dark broodiness of DC. And I think putting that kind of dark character into a Marvel movie would not work.
That's
Would
the
not the
exact point of this
screenwriting
question,
would
though.
not be
The
I
point of this
think
question is to cause as much chaos as possible.
That's
I
don't
could
think it would cause as
argue
much chaos.
about DC and Marvel a lot. I could argue that forever.
But we
Uh-huh.
don't have a lot of time. We have to get on to the next question.
yeah. We can't keep getting distracted here.
What is
Yeah.
an example of a real life cheat code?
I got a decent one.
Okay.
So, I read this online. This guy apparently goes to. This guy. Sorry.
Oh,
this
really?
guy goes to. No, this guy needs to go to a doctor's appointment, but in fact, he actually doesn't want to go anymore, so he goes to cancel it. He calls and is like, hey, I need to cancel this doctor's appointment. And the person's like, oh, okay, we're just going to charge you $150 for cancellation fee. Because the doctor's appointment is in like 2 days, and we need like 2 weeks notice. And he's like, well, I don't want to pay that. So he says, is there any way I could just move the appointment up then? And they're like, sure. How far do you want to move it up? And that costs nothing. So he's like, how about a month from now? It's like, all right, move the appointment up a month. And then he's like, and then the person on the phone is like, is there anything else you want to do? And he's like, yeah, I need to cancel an appointment.
Oh,
It's like, "Oh, the appointment." And it's like the appointment, and because it's 2 weeks, the person is just like, yeah, sure, why not, and just cancels it.
wow.
Free of charge.
Wow.
That is definitely, that sounds like a cheat to me.
Yeah.
But I approve of
alright,
that cheat.
Mine is going to be a little bit groundbreaking and a little crazy, and you guys might not
Oh,
want to
man.
hear it.
Oh no.
So you know how you're always really tired in the morning when you get up and you're just, you're so sluggish?
No.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Well,
Every day.
if you go to bed at a reasonable time and you get 8 hours of sleep, you will wake up feeling refreshed and as good as ever.
Not true.
Okay, Mark. All right, Mark.
Not true, Mark.
All right.
You see, I will go to bed at any time of the day. Sometimes, in fact, most often, I stay up until like 2 or 3. Not the greatest decision, but sometimes I'll go to bed at like 11, and I'll still be sleeping until like 11 the next day and not want to get up. I think I think I just suck.
Here's the thing. Some people don't understand that it's not about when you do it. It's about the amount of times you do it. You have to be consistent. Your body
Yeah,
will
that is
adjust.
true.
That is fair.
Actually,
It is all
that's-
about consistency.
You know what? That's the cheat code there.
Consistency.
Forget what
is-
I said. Consistency.
If you
is
went to
key.
bed, if you started going to bed at reasonable hours, but those hours were always between 5 and 10, versus going to bed at 8 every single day, you're going to feel a lot different. You're going to feel a lot better doing the 8 plan than doing the 5 to 10 plan.
Now, my cheat code, on the other hand, is staying up all night. Because I'm more of a night owl kind of person. I'm like, man, I have these 8 hours and I'm not doing anything with it. And so I just do all my stuff then, at night. I'm like cheating.
And then you don't sleep.
When I don't sleep.
See, that's just how you beat the system. You just don't sleep.
Just
Yeah.
don't sleep.
Who
Am
needs
I
to
right?
be
Government always making me sleep and stuff. I just won't sleep.
Speaking of
No, but like I'm doing stuff in the day and then I just do work at night. It's
Dude,
cheating.
listen, here's my cheat code. Air
Alright.
conditioning is a cheat code. We cheat our houses. We put in a little cheat code that changes the weather, but only in a little controlled spot.
yeah,
That's what air conditioning is. It's a cheat. It's a cheat code.
It's cheating.
I mean,
We're hacking.
Kind
we're
of.
hacking the system of life of our own environments,
That's why I cover my vent with my dresser.
so that you can't get cheated.
So I can't get air conditioning.
dude, Lee's a purist. Lee's the kind of guy who won't time travel because he doesn't
Right.
want
Yeah.
to cheat.
His
I don't wanna
speedruns,
cheat.
his speedruns are non-glitched.
Yeah,
Or
no
glitchless.
glitch speedrun.
But yeah, glitchless runs.
It's justified.
All right.
So speaking of being night owls and having a schedule, imagine for just a moment that it's midnight and you guys are hungry. What's your go-to late night snack?
Oh.
You're probably up the latest out of, or probably Lee and Bobby the latest up out of all of this.
Yeah, I'm always eating some kind of snack at midnight.
Well-
Go
Oh.
ahead, Lee.
Well, for me, we just don't have a lot of food in my house. But one thing we do have a lot in my house is Diet Coke. So in the middle of the night, I'll always just grab a Diet Coke and just drink it.
That's good.
That's my midnight snack.
Hey, if
Interesting.
you want a Diet Coke, have a Diet Coke, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's my
Yeah.
motto. That's
Right.
actually my motto.
If you want a Diet
If you want a
Coke,
Diet Coke, have a Diet Coke.
That's your legacy on this earth.
Coca-Cola. Thanks,
When-
Coca-Cola, for the sponsorship.
when
Yeah.
when the Earth blows up and inevitably we are all dead, and some alien species finds us and finds and catalogs our records, if you want a Diet Coke, just have a Diet Coke. We'll be among them.
I think so too. They'll be like, man, what is this cryptic message? What could this
It'll
have
be like
meant?"
What is
it's
a
like this is a
Diet Coke?
prolific message from the year 2020.
It's gonna be on all of their currency, like how E pluribus unum is. It's like, if you want a Diet Coke, have a Diet Coke.
No. They find like Fallout somewhere, and they're like, "Oh, this must have been how society was. They used bottle caps for currency. Diet
then-
Coke."
Diet Coke
That's-
bottle caps are gonna be the currency of the future.
Jeez,
Yeah.
man,
What about
that's
you, Bob?
funny.
As
Okay,
the other
so-
resident non-sleeper.
Right. So sometimes I don't eat a lot in the daytime, and because I know I'm gonna be hungry at night, so I wait until night to like eat a meal. Sometimes I'll just eat dinner, and then I'll eat it like midnight. So I eat sometimes if I'm really terrible and I hate myself and I hate my body enough, I eat a whole pizza by myself at night. And that's great. That's pretty delicious, I gotta say. But sometimes if I don't hate my body as much, then I will just have a sandwich. A simple sandwich with salami and cheese. And that's satisfactory enough.
Interesting.
When I'm up late at night and I suddenly get a hankering for some food, it'll most always often be some form of sweet. I need some kind of like,
Yes, I'm with
I
you
need
there.
some cookies. I need some cookies in my system.
Ice
At
cream.
I
that
love
point.
candy.
Ice
Ice
cream, yeah,
cream
ice cream's
is
the
usually
word.
my
I
go-to.
usually go for gummies because I can store them and they're easy.
Food gum.
Man, gummies are great. Fruit gummy.
Food
I can't do ice cream though.
Really?
Really?
Just like in general?
Occasionally, I'll eat ice cream if I'm really in the mood for it because I do like ice cream, but I have real sensitive teeth.
Dude,
Brush
you
your
need to
teeth
get-
more. Just start
gotcha.
brushing your teeth.
I do brush my teeth, you
Just
jerk.
start brushing your teeth.
My teeth have always been super sensitive to the cold.
They
So,
have
ice
like
cream-
Colgate.
They
sensitive-
do, and I use it, but it doesn't work too much. I don't know if it. I haven't really noticed a difference. But
maybe you just gotta get used to it. Start eating more ice cream.
Yeah, you gotta build up a tolerance.
Sorry, I can't
Bob,
judge
I
you
will-
too much because I'm the type of guy that bites ice cream.
That's
Oh,
disgusting, dude.
oh,
See, that hurt.
oh.
I couldn't even imagine doing that. I'd be in so much pain.
Oh,
I
you're
got
worse.
strong teeth.
You know what's cool though? I had a root canal, so one of my teeth doesn't have a nerve in it, and I can put anything cold there, and I just won't feel it.
That's
Well, then
awesome.
just bite your ice cream with that too.
With the one front tooth that doesn't have a nerve.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's a good idea.
All right, boys.
The plan is simple.
Yeah, the plan is simple. What's
Cool.
something
Plan is
true about
simple.
yourself that sounds 100% made up?
I can
Um,
go first.
All right,
Go
you
for
go.
it, Tim.
I have a thing called gamer's thumb. I'm sure I've talked about it before, but
You do have a
What?
gamer's thumb.
I have
Wait, you've
It's-
never told me about this. What the heck?
I have this thing called gamer's thumb. Basically, I'll explain it like this. I have arthritis in my thumbs from playing video games too much.
No way.
Yeah, and one doctor looked at it. I was like, they were checking my flexibility of my fingers, and I couldn't. They're like, can you lift your thumb up more? And I was like, no, that's high as it goes. That's a normal thumb, right? And it's like, no. Do you play video games a lot? And I was like, yeah. It's like, you have it. You have gamer's thumb.
Wow.
That's real?
It's a real thing.
Whoa.
And the thing
Don't
is,
get gamers thumb, guys.
the thing
This
about
is a
arthritis
health
is that-
announcement.
Yeah, this is a
You know, I
health
could get-
service PSA.
I could get arthritis in my hands pretty much. It can happen.
Aw.
But like I have arthritis in my thumbs, but the doctor said it's an aesthetic amount, so that's why it's gamer's thumb. If I did get more,
okay.
if I
So
get
it's
more
not gonna
arthritis in my
affect
thumbs,
you.
I could need surgery.
Ooh.
Okay, but
but-
now it's just like you can't bend your thumbs a ton.
I can't bend my thumbs more. Like if I give a thumbs up, it'll be at one angle, and that's as high as I can go, without like pushing it up or like
Interesting.
yeah. It it's the worst. It's the funniest thing too because I think about it a lot. I think about
Yeah.
it maybe like once a day when I'm doing something. I'm like, I have gamer's thumb.
You think about this once a day?
Yeah, probably.
You were diagnosed by a medical professional with gamer's
gamer's
thumb.
thumb. It's
You
the funniest
guys-
thing. It doesn't sound real too. Mark was totally like, wait, no.
I didn't know
You're a
that was a real
gamer.
thing.
Guys,
You
you're not
guys-
a true gamer unless you have gamer's thumb.
Yeah, come on. Get arthritis in your fingers, then we'll talk about being a real gamer.
You're
Right.
not a real gamer unless you suffer a disability like me.
You know, on another similar note, do you guys have like the gamer crease just like across your stomach because you slouch a lot?
Yep.
I have that.
I
Yep.
think probably.
Sometimes.
Gamer.
Because
I'm not
it's,
entirely
it's
sure
just
what you're
like
talking about.
it's just like a permanent mark across my chest because of like the years I've slouched so much, and it's called just like the gamer's crease because gamers just slouch so much.
Is it like right in the center of your belly button, like across that?
I assume like yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
Ooh.
Lee, whatever you
Mine's
just did.
kind of like right in the
There you go.
middle of like my my chest, kind of.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyways, gamers, right? Gamers suffer.
Interesting.
So
I
we're
have,
gonna-
I have
they're
really
an
bad
oppressed culture.
neck. My neck has really bad posture. Like my whole neck is
like
just
scoliosis.
No, it's not scoliosis. I just have really terrible posture.
So
You hear that, teachers? Gamers.
So let's
are
go back to the
suffering.
question.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
What
what's
else is something?
what's something true about you that sounds 100% made up? I'm allergic to pineapples.
I can
That's
believe
not.
that.
I mean, yeah, that's believable. It's more weird that you're not allergic to any other fruit.
It's and
Why
I'm not
pineapples?
allergic to nuts. I'm not allergic to fish. Anything. Like literally, my only allergy is pineapple.
What
My
about
s-
pineapples are you allergic to?
I don't know.
It can't just be pine. It has to be the chemicals in
I think
pineapple.
it's one of it's like, cause you know when you eat it and there's like that like tingly feeling in your mouth,
Yeah,
or like I think it's that enzyme that gives the tingly feeling. I think
that's
that's what I'm allergic
crazy.
to. Cause it like
I-
it like closes up my throat like tingly, and I'm just like
Ooh.
Yeah, you know that feeling you get when your whole face goes numb and when you're eating pineapple? I love that feeling.
yeah, that feeling.
My dad and my sister have oral allergy syndrome, so everything that you just said, Mark, that happens to them, but with all fruits, any raw fruit.
That's horrible.
That's exactly what happens to my sister.
Wait, raw. So like could they eat like an apple pie that's been baked?
I think so.
But they can't eat an apple.
But they can't eat.
Yeah.
That's so weird. That sounds totally made up.
Wait, yeah, you just can't eat fruit?
Yep.
It's like fruit latex or something. My sister's allergic to fruit latex, and it's basically the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
That's
I'm
so
learning
weird.
so many things.
Yeah, it's a very weird.
This is the
thing.
Brunch Boys educational hour.
Yeah.
And it's also
Absolutely.
weird because sometimes allergies will come and go. So my dad,
Right.
he was like one day able to eat, maybe it was bananas. I don't know, fruit. Just one of the fruits came back. He could eat it again, and he was fine. And then after a while, like just as suddenly, he will have a reaction to it again.
Oh, that's
And
terrible.
fruit is the bane of evil.
Imagine your fruit window opening and closing rapidly.
Right? Yeah. You're watching it open and close, and you're like, no, just let me through. Let me through the window, please.
You just see pomegranates pass by, and you're like, darn, I just missed the window.
Dang it! I
gosh.
just missed the pomegranate window. Shoot!
Darn it. Is that everybody then? Technically.
For me, I've had a lot of unorthodox pets. One pet that I've had, from at least in a time that I can remember, is I had a pet pigeon.
You had a pet pigeon?
That's
I had a
pretty
pet
crazy.
pigeon.
That's awesome.
It was in a McDonald's parking lot. It had a broken wing, and I was like, Dad, look, it's a pet pigeon, or it's a pigeon, and it's not flying away from me. And my dad was like, why not? And I'm like, I don't know. And it had a broken wing, and we took it back to our house, and we nursed it to health. And then when we had to move, we let it go, but it kept coming back, because, pigeons,
Yeah.
they keep coming back.
Well, that's cute.
That's insane.
Awesome.
It's cute. His name was
That's a very
Hoppy.
nice story.
It was Hoppy, because he couldn't fly.
So he would just
you
hop.
just caught a Pidgey.
I caught a Pidgey.
Dun,
A
dun,
kiddo.
dun, dun, dun,
He's
dun,
a-
dun, dun,
he's a
dun,
legitimate
dun,
Pokemon trainer.
dun, 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 dun.
All he has to
Alright.
go do is pick some weeds, and then he gets a. he
Yeah,
gets
dude, I get oddish.
No, you just get a radish, and now you have an oddish.
Do you guys
There we
want to
go.
know? Do you guys want to know another true fact about Lee that sounds not true?
Yes.
What?
Don't say my name.
I
Is that
don't
what
know
you're
your
gonna say?
name. I'm gonna say that nobody knows what your real name is.
Good.
Wait, legitimately?
Yeah.
I
His
will-
dad, his family, and the government.
What does it say in our yearbook?
Yeah. Oh, it probably says Lee, doesn't it?
It does, because it's
'Cause I
just
feel
like
like I would've checked
you put just Lee, because when they ask like what do you want to put on there, I put Lee.
Uh huh.
Personally,
Leonardo?
I think it's Leonidas.
I also think it's Leonidas. That's why I call him Leonidas.
Do you want to
Well,
know how it all started?
Yes.
Sure,
I
we
would
got
love
time.
So a boy named Tyler Johnson, he a couple years ago in Boy Scouts, he said,
Oh, I
Lee,
do know that.
is
man.
Lee short for something? I hesitated and I was like, maybe. And then he was like, well, what does it stand for? And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you.
Maybe.
And then for years, he's been asking me. And at this point, I have my whole family is in on it. So then whenever they ask a member of my family, they will always say either, I don't know, or just something completely random.
So it's not short for anything. This is just a lie to punk Tyler Johnson.
No, it is short for something. And I'm not going to tell anyone.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I love your panic responses. Maybe.
Maybe.
I know that Jimmy Del Rey, our friend Jimmy Del Rey, knows his full name,
Jimmy does know.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
and that's it. I don't know.
What a conspiracy.
I mean, I've been
Lee
trying
Boying
to come up with it.
conspiracy theory.
I mean, there's Leonidas, there's a Leonard, Leopold, Leopold.
Has to die at some point, fellas. We'll know it soon enough.
Yeah, when he dies, it'll probably be on his grave. We can
Alright,
kill him.
I know exactly what we need to do.
Yep. I'm already on it.
I need to let you all know that we're listening to 88.3 WHCM FM, Palatine,
A Harper
Illinois,
podcast.
a broadcast station of Harper College.
It's board of trustees.
There we go. I don't
We
have the
did
piece
it.
of paper
We
in
did the
front of
thing.
me because I'm recording from my bedroom. So I hope that
Are you
was
telling
right.
me you don't have that hung up on your wall?
Are you
I
telling me
have
it's
it.
not stapled to your forehead 24/7?
All right,
Well, if
listen,
it
Tim,
was,
I know I
it'd be
have a
hard-
big forehead, but I can't fit the entire legal ID on it.
Mark,
What?
I just had a funny idea. You need to get the legal ID tattooed somewhere.
No, I don't
Get it
want
tattooed.
it. No.
Get it tattooed right on your lower back, just right, above your butt.
Get the legal ID tramp stamp.
Yeah. Do it.
I will give you $50
God,
if you
can
do
you
that.
That's not
imagine?
nearly enough money.
Is the donation still going on? Because I have a new idea for
No,
for a
the
certain for a tier.
fundraiser. The fundraiser
Yeah,
has
the
closed.
fundraiser.
Oh, that's
Shoot, too bad.
amazing.
But-
Oh,
Next
please.
next year, we'll get
jeez.
Mark
Next
back.
year.
We'll bring Mark back.
And we'll do the tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's
You know what?
hilarious.
You know what people do get tattooed a lot though?
What?
Numbers.
Oh, numbers.
What's your guys' favorite number?
Wow, excellent segue, Mark.
I know. I really tried on that
Great.
one. Can you tell
We
me?
did it,
worked.
boy. We did
It
it,
worked
boys.
out.
End podcast.
We still have more questions, Tim.
No, I know. I was okay. Whatever. My favorite number is 5.
Okay, why?
Come.
That was like the year I found out a bunch of stuff and had like self-realization that I'm a human being and things exist and things die.
Whoa.
That's pretty deep.
That's
in
kind of
the
crazy.
year 5?
In the year 5005,
Tim's
no,
immortal being.
no.
He's been around
When I
since-
turned 5,
5 years after Jesus Christ died on the cross.
a lot of things happened around the year, like 2005, when I was 5 years old. I got
That's a good
a
year.
lot of information to me, and I just realized a bunch of things, and I feel like that year made me more of the person that I am than any other year.
Once I was 5 years old, I learned about death.
Yeah,
What about
Lucas
you,
Graham,
Bob?
that's his name. Yeah, Lucas Graham.
Man, my favorite number, I mean, this is something I honestly don't think about ever. And I'm always shocked to hear that people actually have favorite numbers because they're just symbols that represent. I don't know. I don't think of numbers. I don't connect them
Okay,
like that. I don't have a
that's
favorite number
interesting.
like I have a favorite
But also,
color.
so
But if I had to
imagine
pick one,
if you're a professional athlete, right? And you've got
Uh-huh.
a jersey, and they ask you, "Hey, Mr. DeLeo, what number do you want on the back of your jersey?" What would you say then?
okay, I'd. Does it have to be? How many digits do I get on the
2
on a
digits.
typical jersey?
Infinite amount.
Two?
Infinite amount.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
it's a new sport. You have an infinite amount of digits
151, and you know why.
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
original Pokemon.
Clap.
Gen 1 Dex, boys.
Silence,
Thank you,
Nat
thank you,
Dexter.
If I had to pick a
And
favorite
you
number,
know why.
I guess it's 151. Or 7.
Technically
7's cool.
152.
7's lucky. Technically 152?
I'm missing no.
Missing No is not a Pokemon, Tim, but he is an honorary Pokemon. But I wouldn't count him.
It's a glitch.
Good.
Get the glitch.
All right, Lee. What about you?
I don't remember why it was this number, but the number 3. You know,
There's a lot of good rules to get with 3.
3 has always just been a significant number for me for some reason, and I don't remember why. Like, I remember that there's a reason for it, but I don't remember the reason. So now,
It's cool. And if you put a 3 next to a backwards 3, it's an 8.
oh my god. And, like, you know those little, like, kissy mouths, you know, that people draw?
Oh
Those
yeah,
are
like the
threes.
emojis.
Yeah, there you go.
That one got to me. You put a.
Yeah, you can make an 8.
You
Imagine.
can make an 8. You see, 3 is a significant number. It's those kissy mouths. Two of them is 8.
It can be yeah. It can.
So,
Anyways,
for
yeah.
me, right? I don't know.
Yes.
So, I like the number 34 a lot, and I don't know
Really?
why. I just like the number. It's not for the reason that you think.
Yeah, I was just about
Because-
to say.
So, there's actually funny story. Like, you could get custom Overwatch League jerseys with your name and a number of your choosing on it. I have Burger 34 because I just like that number. And then
great.
my friend was like, "Hey Mark, you know that this reason, and I was like, oh no, I forgot about this reason why 34 is significant. So now I just have a jersey with, 34 on the back of it.
It
Oh
could
my.
be worse.
About
34 isn't
34.
inherently bad.
Why is 34 bad?
Good.
34.5?
You know what? Let's keep
We'll
it
discuss
that way.
that one later.
I just like the number 34. I don't know why.
34 is cool, dude. And you know what? 4 comes right after 3.
That's true. And they
Just
add
a little
up to,
fun fact for you
and
guys.
they 3 and 4 add up to 7, which is also
Hey!
another lucky number.
Heck yeah, it is.
But yeah,
Okay.
34's just got all kinds of surprises for us.
speaking of surprises, I'm a little bit scared for this next question. If you were a scratch and sniff, what would your scent be?
I don't know, something sweet probably. It's
Um,
like cookies. That'd probably be cookies.
That would
I'd
be
hope
so
to be
good.
cookies.
Like,
That would be pretty good.
I just give Tim a little scratch on the arm, and then he
I'm
just
just like,
smells
Mark,
like
can you scratch my
fresh-
back? And then I just hear scratch, scratch.
That'd be horrible.
And then I see Mark.
The sweet, sweet taste of Tim cookies.
What kind of cookies, though, Tim?
Oh, white chocolate macadamia nut.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good.
For
I don't
real.
like nuts.
Dude, what macadamia nuts are not only the best nut, but baked in a cookie with white chocolate has to be the tastiest combo in the world, in my opinion.
Interesting.
I will always, if you offered me up, if it dropped on the street, if I found street cookies,
No, you wouldn't.
what?
you
I've done this
wouldn't.
before with pie.
Oh wait, no, I forgot about
Oh,
street
that just-
pie. Oh no, I forgot about street pie.
Street pie is actually a lot worse.
Street pie is so funny.
You want to tell that story, Tim?
Yeah,
We
I'm
got-
not
we
familiar
got
with
time?
it.
Oh, we got so much time.
Oh, okay. Street pie. So the story of street pie is that me and my good friend Eric were walking home from school one day, and we take the backfield all the way to like this road that leads to our home. And on the road was a box, and in the box was a pristine pie. A pie that was purchased on that date based on what the box said. In addition to that, the box was sealed and appears to be intact. So, me being the person that I am, realizing that there's a holy pie right in front of me that's good and hasn't been touched, pick it up and bring it home.
Oh my god.
Was it good?
It was good. It was an apple pie. It was delicious. It was freshly baked.
I'm
It was-
shocked.
It was street pie.
All right, so
To this day, I still can't live down street pie.
At
Like,
least it wasn't
I've committed some cardinal sin by taking advantage.
It wasn't
I
like an
have heard.
upside down.
I have heard.
It wasn't upside down. It was fully up.
I
just
heard
wondered-
that the box had already been opened and it was just
No.
like chilling there. I was not made aware that it was a day of still sealed pie.
Oh yeah, it was
That's-
not. The whoever told you that version of the story is false.
Okay, I think it was Eric actually.
Of course.
Well,
But okay, so
it's not as bad as I expected, but
so I still have a tiny bit of respect left for you.
Just a
That's
little
great.
bit.
That's great for the minuscule amount you already had. That's good. All right.
All right.
Next question.
well, we only one of us answered.
Yeah, it was only you.
Never mind. Next answer.
Bobber.
I would smell like a delicious bowl of Italian pasta.
That's actually kind of cool.
What kind?
That's actually pretty accurate too. I like that.
Well, I'm not. You definitely be able to smell the marinara sauce, and
that's just blood.
yeah, it's blood. I'd smell like
just
blood
scratch hard
actually.
enough,
Just
you'll-
kidding.
You just scratch and
You might
sniff.
be
If you
scratching a
scratch
little
and
too
sniff hard
hard.
enough,
Yeah, if you scratch real hard, then you're just gonna smell blood.
Mark,
More like a cut and sniff.
what's your...
So if we're doing this in the real sense, I would probably smell like Old Spice because
Mm.
that's the deodorant
like
that I
like
use.
thyme, like oregano.
No, like Old Spice.
Like the
not like an
No.
Old
Like-
Spice.
Like
Actually-
aged rosemary.
No, not like pepper.
Not like pepper.
Doesn't smell like
But I do really like cinnamon. Cinnamon is one of my favorite smells. So if I would want to be like one smell to be associated with me, I would want it to be like cinnamon or something.
That's justified. Cinnamon's pretty good.
I think Lee's is Diet Coke. I can already tell.
well, that's not it. Because Diet Coke, I mean, although you can kind of smell it, that's not what I was going for.
Just a cola smell is actually pretty appealing.
Yeah.
But a smell that I often have, especially in like high school, was a campfire. Because
campfire is such a good smell.
Because I went camping a lot. I don't go nearly as much anymore. Not just because of quarantine or because it was winter. But, you know, because I'm not really a Boy Scout anymore. Because I'm an adult. I'm not a boy. But, yeah, I just... When I think about a smell for myself, I think of campfire.
Uh-huh.
I can see that. You do often smell like a campfire too, because of all the Boy Scout stuff you used to do.
Yes.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, I
So-
love campfire smell. That'd be a cool one.
Lee basically already is a scratch and sniff campfire. So
Yeah, I will come... Because I don't wash my sweaters after camping usually.
Me neither. It's the best fucking...
it's a good smell.
It's so good when you go to a campfire.
So I'll just like...
That,
I'll just like go to Bob's house with my sweater on, and I'll just smell like a campfire there.
It's nice. It's like we can imagine that there's no quarantine, except that was before there was a quarantine. So
Yeah.
like that didn't really work. Now that I realize it, saying it out loud.
I have one final question for us boys, because we are over time, but that's okay.
Oh no!
let's just do 2 installments. Let's just take another 15 minutes.
We could do it. You know, yeah. Let's just do another
I'll take another
installment.
15 minutes.
So, what fictional food or drink do you want to try the most?
Oh, yeah.
I think-
That is a really good question.
Bubble Bass's order. That's Rob.
It's just a sandwich.
It's a burger.
Yeah.
It's a
that's
big
it.
burger.
It's a burger.
That's it. Yeah. It's.
Okay.
Well, on
I've seen people make it online, and I just think like that's a really cool looking burger. I'd love to eat that.
Oh, so speaking of other legendary orders, I inputted Big Smoke's order into the Jersey Mike's register once,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it ended up being like $60.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god,
God.
that's not as much as I expected.
Yeah.
Ooh, number 9s.
A number 9 large.
And a
number 6
extra dip.
2 number 45.
45s.
And a large soda.
Let's go order Big Smokes at Jersey Mike's.
Please don't.
Guys,
We don't
let's
have
go
a
to
number
McDonald's.
45, so I just put
Let's-
in a 44, which is the closest.
that's close enough. Put a 44 and a 1.
What is a 44 sandwich?
Number 44 at Jersey Mike's is the buffalo chicken.
Oh, that's good.
Is
Guys-
there a one
Yeah, it's the
at Jersey
BLT.
Mike's?
BLT.
We should all go to McDonald's and order the Fortnite
Fortnite
burger.
burger.
The look on the worker's face will be awesome.
Yeah.
Is this like a joke, or is this like an actual
No,
thing?
that's an
Lee,
actual
it's
thing.
it's-
I didn't make that one up. Our viewers might get that. I promise.
If
It's an
the-
old meme.
The hosts don't get it, so unfortunate.
Fine.
All right. What
for
fictionals?
For me, on a similar note, is that I've always wanted to have a Krabby Patty. I'm like, if they can't just be a normal burger, right? They're like apparently the best like thing ever.
Yeah,
I
it's,
know
Krabby Patties
it's
are
the-
made out of crab.
it's the only restaurant in Bikini Bottom other than the Chum Bucket. And then like
Yeah,
the super
like-
That's
fancy
not
restaurant.
true.
There's a super fancy restaurant.
The kelp shake stands, they got shut down though. They got quarantined.
Exactly. And
Dude,
the Krusty Krab
They also have
sells
the
kelp
the
shakes.
bottle, the boat
Yeah,
in a bottle
That's
restaurant.
That's the fancy place.
Oh, I remember that place.
Like there are other restaurants, but none of them as iconic as the Krusty Krab.
Oh, of course.
So the Krabby Patty must be some burger.
Yeah, I mean, Plankton's trying to get the recipe all the time. Like, whatever that is that he's trying to get, that's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
So
Going
there's-
back and watching old SpongeBob's can be semi-depressing because you hear the real jokes behind them. Like as a
Yeah.
kid, they're funny because you see like the visual stuff, but then when you actually listen in, they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like for example, the one where SpongeBob gets the pony, or the seahorse, essentially, and it's going, and so Squidward stops him because he's like, SpongeBob's acting up and sees that the seahorse has like walked away for something. Squidward's like, look, I take the orders, you make the orders, and we do that for 40 years or until
And then we die.
and then we die. I'm like, geez, that's really sad.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good line. That's a
Sorry,
very
I didn't mean to go off on a tangent.
It's alright.
No,
For me,
no,
it's
that's
gotta
great.
be Jake the Dog's making bacon pancakes.
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
Making
Man,
bacon
I'm gonna
and
make
I
a
put it
bacon
in a
pancake.
pancake.
Well,
Bacon
there you go.
pancake.
That's what it's gonna take, baby.
Bacon
pancakes! Yeah.
So iconic.
Cause like, you can make bacon pancakes by yourself, but I want them made by Jake the Dog, cause I'm sure those are legendary.
You know,
Quick side
what
question:
food-
crispy or a little on the lighter side
For pancakes.
I like
for bacon?
no, for
Oh,
bacon.
crispy all the way.
Crispy.
I-
It has
I-
to crunch.
I actually like the kind of smoother bacon.
Soggy,
Yeah, but
soggy
I
bacon.
Do like a softer, chewier bacon from time to time.
Yeah.
But I need a crispy. I need something I can crunch. I
Yeah.
need something
Now,
that will
not-
automatically destroy my teeth. If
I know
bite
people
the wrong way.
that will like have their bacon just be charcoal and they eat it. That's too much. It's
That's
gotta
the
be
worst.
like so like on a scale of like not cooked to charcoal, we're on like a 75% to charcoal. If that makes any sense at all.
I'm kind of picking up what you're putting down.
I'm picking it up. Yeah, I'm picking it up.
But
Awesome.
one dessert from Adventure Time that might be pretty good, now that I
Uh-huh.
think about it, is the fin cakes. Because those are also supposed to be, like, amazing. But Finn's the only one allowed to eat them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is the only one allowed to eat them?
Yeah, he doesn't let anyone make them. And that's the
Oh.
only thing he makes. He only makes fin cakes. And no one else is allowed to eat them. BMO always
I'd
tries
love
to
to eat
get
the
them.
candy people. I might be a little cannibalistic there, but I'd really love to get a taste of all the candy people.
You just, like, kidnap candy people and eat them.
Yeah, the peppermint
I'm sure
guy,
they'll. I mean,
Peppermint
if you
butler.
follow in
I wanted to eat him.
the lore of Adventure Time, that really is cannibalism. But I mean, it's fun.
Oh well.
It's fun.
I would like to try the magic cupcake from the Fairly Odd Parents special.
Go!
Oh,
That's a good
Wish.
answer.
I don't even think. I think it's canonically not supposed to taste good, but
Yeah.
it gives you a wish every time you bite it, dude.
Yep.
That's
Or
awesome.
the lemonade.
Oh, I remember the lemonade.
made from Cosmo's
I'd-
Sweet Sweat.
I'd love to taste that lemonade.
I'd take
Not
that
because
too.
just because it gives you a wish.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it
No, but it's
also
supposed to
is supposed
taste
to
really
taste good.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to. It's supposed to taste like dreams. and
Yeah.
Wishes.
So I'd try that. I'd also try oh shoot, I had it in mind, now I don't remember. So never mind.
Alright, understandable. One of the questions on our list that we have not done yet is what's one thing you lost that one time and it still bugs you that you never found it?
Oh, I'm so mad at this question. It's such a good question, but I remembered while Mark was telling us this question earlier. So I play with a lot of Legos, and I used to have like a whole Lego town set up in which there would be a whole story to it. It would be different characters too, and it's based off of people that I know.
Me
I had this
too.
I had an entire story going: custom bases, custom vehicles,
Dude, me
epic
too.
weapons.
Dude, I think we all had a
I think we
story
all did,
based
Yeah.
on Legos, and I didn't know that was a thing until just this sec, because I've been doing that forever.
I kept going from the time I was like 4 to like a couple years ago. Like, I stopped.
yes!
I think it was
Me
like,
too, dude.
I think I did it
And-
until like freshman year of high school. I
The
think that's when
reason-
stopped.
I kept it going.
The reason I stopped a couple
unfortunately
years
had to
ago.
stop.
The reason I stopped a couple years ago because my first ever Lego set was a limited edition Star Wars Lego set that was of Episode 4, New Hope.
Mhm.
It was the setting in which Luke falls off from Darth Vader.
Ah.
But
yeah.
it's also
Absolutely.
included other characters and what they're doing at that moment. And it's a whole everything included. It's so amazing.
Okay.
So I got more and more characters and stuff. I got more and more things, and I made custom characters, like molded parts and stuff. And one of those characters was me, like actually me.
Mhm.
I put a hat on it. I had Han Solo's shirt, and I had like blue pants. And it was really cool because in the world that I created, he was like the main character and did a bunch of cool stuff with everybody. And all his friends were around, and there was a bunch of betrayal, story arcs, lines, different powers, different settings. And I lost my original me that I've had for like 10 plus years.
Oh,
I lost the original me. And
I felt
the fun
that
thing is
in my
I had a
core.
Lego Eric too, and we each had like pretty cool hair. We had like accurate hair to us.
Mhm.
And the thing was, in the story arc, the way it worked was like me and Eric had to go like save the world or something.
Naturally.
And after I lost the characters, I didn't know how to fit it in until I was like, okay, well, we died
Tim
saving
just
the world,
died.
so the characters continued on.
I-
Oh,
So after like 10 plus years of grueling on and like having that story go on, I just lost myself, and that was like the worst thing.
May I make a quick proposal? We should at some point just tell all of our entire stories and lore from our Lego.
Oh,
my
I'd love to
God.
write that
I
out.
have
Alright, listen.
years.
As soon as we finish recording this episode, I'm gonna start the recording software again, and we're gonna do that.
I cannot.
I'm not gonna have time.
I'm not
for that
prepared.
today. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna have
prepared.
time for that today.
Alright,
But
next
I
week.
really want to do that. So let me know.
Actually, real quick, it's really funny that you guys bring this up now, because
I heard Legos. I hear Legos.
that's a thing that I've been doing in quarantine. I've found a bunch of my old sets that I still have, because there's one summer where we just disassembled every single Lego set that we had, put them in bags with the directions and all the pieces, and we put them in bins and put them in our garage. And I have been taking them from the garage, and I've been rebuilding them.
Damn,
Dude, that's a mood.
that's
Dude,
organized.
if y'all want to, I could go to my storage unit and grab all my Legos, and then after quarantine, we'll just build stuff with my Legos.
Dude, that sounds
Let's
so
do it,
fun.
I've been thinking for a long time about dismantling all of the sets I have, and I don't know what to do with them. But they just kind of clutter up my tables, and I want to organize it better.
I have so much story. It's like I have like fan fiction amount
I'll need
of
to
story.
remember all of mine, probably.
I have pounds of Legos, dude.
I have like I could probably, if I remembered it all and wrote out books, I probably have like
Tim.
three fully bound books.
Yes, I am. Oh my God, Tim! It makes me so happy to hear you say that, because I mean, I also kept like my little Lego continuity story
Yeah.
going, like throughout, probably up until senior year. I think I kept on.
Yeah, just
Really?
I
Oh,
stopped
that's so
like
cool.
junior, senior year.
Oh, it was just
after
a
I
nice-
lost it.
I don't know, man. I can't explain it. I mean, I know it's like, it's a little kid thing to play with their toys or whatever. But like, the way I wrote the stories for them, it inspired me a lot, because
Yeah.
I'd always really wanted to write
Yeah.
stuff.
If I hadn't moved so much, because there were so many times where I had to dismantle everything and then
Right.
move, where I would probably still be doing it. But all of my Legos are in storage, and they've been in storage for several years now. Unfortunately.
That is a big rib.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
so
sorry.
my, like, just real quick about this whole Lego thing while we're still on it. My guy was like the ultimate like self-insert protagonist, right? Like my character was the only one that was like a real person, quote unquote. Everyone else was just like original characters. So it was like, it's me, and I'm gonna go save the world. And it's like, I'm Kirito, the ultimate just nerd in his own world who's the strongest. And it was just, that's just how it was.
I love that.
Man.
I guess I
You know-
never really made myself in
I didn't
the world.
I made
like
myself.
I had like the main group, and they were from like a lot of different worlds too. Like I had one from the Space Criminals one. I think I had Snake from Ninjago.
That was a fun Lego.
I had,
Oh, dude, I remember
and then I had,
Ninjago. That was so fun.
and then I had some Star Wars characters, and like they were all just different characters, but like they were just like the unorthodox band of heroes,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so good. I loved it.
In Basic, the way my world worked was like it started on a fresh world, which was my house, and it was me, Eric, and 2 other people. I forget who it was because they're not friends I have anymore.
Mhm.
And so it kept building up more people. As I got more people in and I got other characters, I would name them after my real life friends, and the story would keep going. Characters would evolve. They would get new weapons. They would learn new skills. New villains would come into play. Bionicles came into play one point, and they're like the higher beings. And then at some point they became equal level because we got just as powerful.
Dude, my Bionicles were mechs. Like we would
Oh.
pilot the Bionicles as like.
Oh, I like-
huge
I had
robot
one
mechs
I
and
had one
huge
arc
robot
where they
fights.
built mechs. Oh my god, it was the
I'm
coolest
s-
one in my
this is-
opinion.
This is blowing my mind. We all had like shared experience.
I think
This is-
everyone.
I
This
never
is
thought,
crazy.
and
Yeah,
Bob is right. I never thought anybody else did it as much
I
as
didn't
I
think
did.
so either. I thought I was like just overly obsessed with my little stories.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really happy to hear all this. But yeah, we have to. At some point, we have
True.
to just go through,
We gotta
talk about all of our lore. Going back to the original question, I lost Pokemon Heart Gold
Oh
a
yeah,
really long
we had
time
a
ago.
question attached to this.
my
Yeah.
God, who would have thought? Who would have thought that was the question that sent us on a spiral?
Oh
A
boy.
re- But I don't even remember when I lost it. Oh man, actually, I have a lot of Pokemon games. I've lost a total of 3 Pokemon games in my lifetime.
Oh,
So-
that's terrible.
So I lost Pokemon Heart Gold. I think it fell into a vent in my house.
Oh.
So that's just gone forever. Because I remember I used to keep my DS case with all of its games in it, right on a table that was above a vent. And one day I just opened that case and I was like, I want to play Pokemon Heart Gold in like 2012, and it wasn't there, and I was crushed.
Man.
But then I found Pokemon Heart Gold for $5 at a thrift store, so I picked it up, and that was like
that's
2 years
so
ago.
good. That's such
Yep.
a good deal.
Yeah,
That's
that,
like
that-
profit of
made me
like
pretty
50
happy.
bucks at this point.
Yeah, those games are expensive. And then I lost Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Platinum. I have no idea where they are. They're just somewhere. They were. I assume they were taken from me. I have this little conspiracy theory that when my sister had her sorority friends over one day, that they must have taken them out of my DS systems. But I have no proof for that, and I have no idea. It's just something. It's the only thing I can assume, because they were sitting in my DSs that were in my basement, and then they're just not there one day. My DSs are completely empty. There's nothing in the cartridge. So
Wow.
I don't know what happened to them. They just disappeared, and I'm a little sus. I don't know. I never got to know Kat's sorority friends too well, but yeah, there might be some criminals in there.
All right.
So for me, it was. So I used to collect hotel key cards.
So you would
Interesting.
steal.
Yeah,
you're not
you're
supposed to
supposed
keep
to.
those.
Well,
You really
I would.
aren't.
I would. So anyway, I had this stack of like, I don't know, 15 or so hotel key cards from
God, that's a
the
lot.
different hotels that we had stayed at, because it was
How do you stay? You stay at a lot of hotels.
because
Jeez.
we try to go like every other year. We'd go on like this vacation where we would need a hotel.
Mhm.
Wow, I'm jealous.
Yeah,
I did a lot of hotels when I was younger.
yeah, and then
Went to a lot of hotels in Wisconsin.
one day I just lost that stack, and I felt like I lost like memories, you know?
You feel like you lost.
That
a
is really
lifetime.
sad.
That's horrible.
That's a lot.
Because there was at least 15 key cards in there, and I might have just been cleaning and I like swept them into a pile by accident and they got thrown away or something like that. But anyway, that was
Well, that's so sad.
that's the big one that I'm thinking of right now.
All right.
Lee, I think you're the only one who hasn't.
Well, I can relate to a lot of the things. Like, I lost a lot of Pokemon games. I think I lost Pearl, I lost Sapphire, and I think I still have Fire Red, hopefully. I lost a lot of, like, of my favorite Lego guys and, like, pieces while moving.
Aww.
One thing that I lost, though, And this was when I was in like first grade, but it was a Pokemon card, and it was metal. It was made of like gold.
Oh! That was the Burger King limited edition Pokemon cards. I have 2 of them. I've Charizard and Pokemon.
Yeah, those were from Burger King, weren't they?
Oh my god, those were so good. They are a pretty limited edition set at this point.
Yeah.
But if you have them in the Pokeballs, then it's okay.
And I had, I think it was either Charizard or a Mewtwo, and it was metal and it was gold and it was so cool. And as a kid, I was like, "This is gold and it's Mewtwo," and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest thing in the world."
I have 2.
I'm jealous. I kind of want one.
I knew a kid with the whole collection.
Man. But anyways,
And in their Pokeballs with the certificates.
Anyways, I lost mine.
Are those the Burger King Pokeballs that kids would swallow and choke on?
No,
oh my god, is that? Oh, I didn't even know that happened.
There was a Burger King Pokemon toy that kids would, or no, I think they sucked on them, and then there was lead in the paint, and it.
Oh.
Those are. Did you know they're actually like gold painted? I believe.
Maybe that's.
cards?
I think that might have been
Yeah.
the toy. I think that was the toy.
I think I remember that because it was just that was just the coolest thing, and that's it. Just that Pokemon card, I miss it.
They're actually
Big
like
rip.
gold plated from my memory.
Insane.
There's no way. No way.
Boys.
It was not real gold. Gold paint.
They're from gold painted. 23 karat gold paint.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it for Brunch with the Boys.
Oh man.
This is supposed
That's
to be
it.
like a 30-minute like little recorded session, but I'm so glad that we had fun with it and we
Heck
did
yeah.
this whole thing. I'm gonna throw it up on YouTube. We're gonna put it on the air. It's gonna be such a good time. Once again, my
We
name
do
is
this
Mark.
every Tuesday. My name is Lee.
Oh, I'm Bob.
Tim, are you there?
I'm Tim.
Yeah,
I'm
there's Tim. And
Hey, it's Tim.
we are the Brunch Boys. This is definitely Friday at 11 a.m. now, and you've been listening to 88.3 WHCM, Harper College Radio, from out of Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College.
And it's Board of Trustees.
Damn.
See you guys later.
See
Bye.
ya.
Bye.